My name's Jacob Irvin, and normally I'm more of a driver than a fixer, but I had an issue with my 2007 Ford Edge, and I figured I'd take a moment to share a quick video with you because I looked all over the interwebs, high and low, to try and figure out a remedy to my ailment, and the search was fruitless. So what I just spent maybe 60 bucks on and a decent Saturday morning, early afternoon in my driveway fixing was the heater core for my 2007 Ford Edge. So the first thing you want to do, number one, is paramount that you use the appropriate measures to collect and dispose of all of the used antifreeze. This stuff's very harmful for the environment. Number two, it'll be very hard to see, but those two lines back there are your heater core lines. The top one is the intake, the bottom one is the exhaust. The first thing that I did was I went down to the hardware store and I picked up 10 feet of nylon tubing, and I believe this was 3/4 inch, 5/8 inch interior diameter, and from the local auto parts store, a $6 drill pump, and of course I fastened a funnel to this. Now, one of the hoses with the funnel went in the intake to the heater core, and the other end connected to the drill pump went in the exhaust port for the heater core. Hooked them both up. I ran distilled water. Very important that you use distilled because the tap water has sediments and minerals in it that will cause corrosion on the inner workings. Ran one into the hose, right into the bucket, ran 2 or 3 gallons through the heater core. This is after draining everything out of the radiator. And then I filled it back up, the whole system, connected everything, filled it back up with regular distilled water, and ran it for 10 minutes with the heater on full blast. I drove down to the hardware store and back, came home, drained it out again with the appropriate measures for collecting the waste, and then filled it back up with distilled water, except this time I used radiator flush, connected the entire system, and it's been running now for about 10 minutes now. The radiator flush says that you can either do it one of two ways. For just a standard flush, you can run it for 10 minutes with the heat on full blast, or you can run it intermittently for 3 to 6 hours total to get a good deep clean, and that's what I plan to do. So I'm gonna let it run for a little bit right now, put the car back in the garage, let it cool down, and then I'm gonna drive it a couple hours tomorrow, and then I will drain the whole system out again, start over, put the appropriate mixture of antifreeze, coolant in there, and of course distilled water. I hope this helps. Let me know if there's any questions, comments, concerns. Comment below. Thanks.